Hi guys, thank you very much for coming back to my studio. Um, in this video, I'd like to share with you a video footage of my recent visit in the center of London and kind of procrastinating. The beauty of procrastinating in London is that we always found something unexpectedly. Let me be honest with you. I wouldn't recommend if you're not ready to live in London. If you're not ready to visit London, I wouldn't recommend that. Do not come to London. I'm telling you, do not visit London if you're not ready for the unexpected. You know why? Because a lot of things going on in here. It's true. What you heard is true. Or the negative side of it, or the beautiful side of it, if you're not ready, do not come to London. I'll tell you in a minute why. Why London is the most fascinating city in the world. And if you're not ready, do not come to London. I know you said it's expensive. That's one thing. I know you said the thief thing going on is another. Some people said weird thing going on. It's true. A lot of intriguing thing going on as well. But if you're not ready, do not come. But if you're ready, I tell you why. One of the most beautiful city in the world if you're ready. Every one of us has kind of interest in certain kind of things. For me, I interested in art, architecture, something that's creative. Why London is for those only who are ready to London, for those who are interested in London. London, many things, the things about London, the beauty of London is how London's always reinvent itself. The evolution of London, the mutation of London, how space is being used, evolve from one thing to another, and some other place, corner space, that is used for other things as well. There's always space with purposes, and there's always space that being used for other things. And in this one, I want to show you something that I found. It was really fascinating and a surprising myself as well. And it was an intriguing space in the center of London. Many of my friends living abroad who said, oh, in Malaysia, saying London is dangerous, London is expensive, London is this and this, blah, blah, blah. What do you expect? There is no safe city in the world. London is about 9 to 10 million population. It has the hustle and bustle, just like any other cosmopolitan metropolitan city in the world. London is one of the busiest city that always vibrant, lively, there's always things going on. But in this video, I'm going to share with you my own interest into art. Despite the hustle and bustle of London, London and the high density or compact city, if you like to say, to me, London is like one of the greenest city in the world. Wherever you go, there was trees, vegetation in between buildings. At the same time, building is, if it was a drawing, I would say London is like a collage. You get the old building, or get the new building, you get the new future building. You get the classical, you get the traditional building, you get the vernacular building, and you have the kind of modern contemporary building, or you can say futuristic building. The idea of exploring London is like the sense of solid cavity, exposed, enclosed, hidden, rigid, or what is the opposite rigid again? Maybe something soft, or in the sense that you have the rigid structure, you get a soft vegetation. This kind of idea of flooring, wandering around London. So then in those hidden part of corner, you found something that is going on. In this case, I found an interesting um installation, art exhibition. They're called Sortie Art Exhibition in a huge courtyard, hidden courtyard in this rustication of the classical architecture, which is located at the Somerset House. Somerset House, one of the an interesting tourist attraction place in London. It has many events going on. At the time I went there, unexpectedly, I found this exhibition in this avoiding empty space in the courtyard of Somerset. Just watch this video. I can tell you why London is always will be one of the most interesting city in the world. And every time I went to center of London, I always feel like I'm a new visitor. Despite I've been living here, I've been most of my life living in London, I consider myself, I'm a Londoner for most of my life, since I migrated into this country. But every time I went to London, or every time I'm going to London, see my friend, I always feel like I am a newcomer. I'm a tourist, despite I'm a Londoner. But it is quite interesting. I heard there was a word saying that if you're bored of London, that means you're bored of life. It's true. London has always reinvented itself. There was something going on, events, an art exhibition, protests, riots, thief. You can have near me everything is going on in London. What make London is so vibrant and plus one of the most interesting city in the world. Have a look what I have found, just a short footage in my video. Hope don't forget to click the subscribe button to support my channels. Thank you very much. Let me look closer. It's quite fascinating. In the middle of this empty space is a church. It's Magnolia. Again, this is classical architecture with the column rustications. What is Baroque kind of architecture, isn't it? Majestic looking classical architecture. Look again, the detail of this rustication. And those glass is a small frame glass because it was limited technology then. They are meant to be small pieces. Underneath it, there's vegetation, flowers. So it's beautiful. Little park. Beautiful place for the well-being of humanity. Look at this. This is the rear side. This is the rear of this church, right in the heart of this open space between big buildings. Look at that. Look at symmetrical, using geometry, space design for this typical classical architecture. People are relaxing here. Beautiful facade, isn't it? So much detail. It is not using the geometric pattern for the cosmetic of the building facade, but the structure and the opening, the windows and detail. Okay. So repetition is using geometry ratio. Again, look at this space. Flowers here. The contrast. You have the greenery. You get a solid, rigid structure. And your soft vegetations. This magnolia. This is surrounding. More of this rustication. Look at that. This is King's College. Because it is attached to Somerset House. Again, look.
This is mad. A lot of tapestries here. Huge. Taking over this huge empty courtyard in the Somerset House. There. There. The buildings. This. Because there's a really strong wind here. So they're using this kind of heavy thing, holding as a footing to resist the force of the continuation winds. Look closer. In the evening now, so quite empty. The visitors are leaving. A bit beautiful sky. You can see the blue sky. So the green, full of rustication. It's done. Rustication with the arches, the arcade going through from inside the courtyard. Some inside there, under this, the arches. Isn't it beautiful? These are the Somerset House. Look at this rustication. Oh no, no. We have another layers down below. On the corner. Now we're going to crossing the bridge.